we are going to continue revising our KCSE 2023 examination paper 1. So today we are going to look up to question number 23. The question reads as follows: the displacement x meters of a particle moving along a straight line after t second is given by x is equals to t cubed over 3 minus 3t squared plus 9. You are told to determine the value of t when the particle is momentarily at rest for 3 marks. So this is a calculus in form 4, just an application question on differentiation. So if they want the value of t when the moment is at rest, now here they were just trying to challenge students with x because normally we are used to s as the displacement, so no problem. So to get velocity, you know, if I have displacement, I differentiate it to get velocity. I differentiate velocity to get acceleration. Therefore, I'm going to differentiate t cubed over 3 minus 3t squared plus 9 to get velocity. Therefore, how do I differentiate? I take the number on the power form, I multiply it here. So it's going to be 3t. Then you subtract 1 from the numerator. At the top number is the power form, which is 2 all over 3 minus, again, 2 times 3, that is 6. T, I subtract 1 is the same as 1. So t power 1, you can write like that just to avoid confusion. Now this is 9 with nothing. This is 9 power 1. So I take 1 times 9, which is 9. Then remember it is power. I'm supposed to subtract 1. Same to this one, so I was subtracting 1. Therefore, I'm going to have 1 times 9, which is 9, 9 power 0, nothing. Therefore, this one now takes the position for the velocity. So they want it when the particle is momentarily at rest. It means that the velocity is 0. Therefore, if I just simplify this one, I have t squared minus 6t is equals to 0. Therefore, t are common. If I take t minus 6 is equals to 0, it means t is equals to 0 and t minus 6 also is equals to 0. Therefore, I bring this on the other side, t is equals to 6. So when the particle is momentarily at rest, time becomes 0 or 6 seconds. The next part, they're asking you the value of displacement x by the time the particle comes to rest. So they want us to replace the answers of t0 and t6 to the equation displacement here. So for the first part, you'll say t cubed over 3. I'm just going to write the equation because this is the displacement equation. So for the first time, s will be 0 cubed over 3 minus 3 into 0 squared plus 9. So anything where we have 0, if you use calculator here, you have 9. But it is displacement, the same as distance, meters. Now the second part, I'm going to say 6 cubed over 3 minus 3 into 6 squared plus 9. There, if I use the calculator, you get the answer as negative 27 because it is displacement meters. So the value of the displacement, therefore, it is negative 27 meters and 9 meters. Now, next one, determine the value of t when the velocity of the particle is negative 5. We have the equation for velocity here, where we said that the velocity is equals to, from this part, t squared minus 6t. That is the equation for the velocity. Therefore, when the particle is at negative 5 meters, so we are going to take t squared minus 6t, then we say velocity, this case, is negative 5. So if you bring this one in, we are going to have minus 5 to be a positive 5. This one now becomes a quadratic. So I can solve quadratic using very many formulas. One, you can decide to use the quadratic formula. Yeah, where you have minus b plus or minus the root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, where this one becomes the a part, the b part, the c part. The other way you can use it, we have the factorization method. Factorization, where you take the common value, find the sum and the product. Then you also have the square method. So you are the one to choose which you know you are good at. So let me use factorization method. I take the first value, which we call them a and c. The first one and the last one, the number 1 times 5. So I have the number as 5. Then I look for factors of 5. The factors of 5, I have 1 times 5. The factors of 5 that will give me 5, 1 times 5 only. Therefore, there is a way in which if I put a sign somewhere, the sum of these two numbers is going to give me the b, -6. So if I just give a try and I say -1 times -5, because remember the factors you're going to choose and the numbers you're choosing, if you multiply them, they must give you the number here. Therefore, the only way I can achieve here to get a +5 is giving negative side in both sides. Let me confirm that -1 plus -5, it is -6. So this is the right factor. So these factors, I am going to substitute them under -6. So I say t squared minus, instead of saying -6, I say -1. But I cannot say 1, I have the value t. Then minus 5t plus 5. What I have done, I have just replaced the middle part here. Minus t minus 5 is the same as -6. So the equation is the same. Then I factor them into 2. Therefore, t is common. So I have t minus 1. Then here also I take the common number, which is 5. So I take the ones outside. T minus 5, I say is equals to 0. And here, because they are both the same, I just take 1. T minus 1 is equals to 0. So if I take them all the other side, you find that the value of t, it is 5 and 1. Remember, time, the unit is seconds. So you can use any formula that is convenient on your side. For me, I decided to use factorization just to save on time. Then you have to now determine the acceleration of the particle t is equals to 2. Remember what I said here, that if you differentiate velocity, you get t. So velocity, t squared minus 6t. I'm going now to differentiate this. Remember how we differentiate? You take the number on top, you multiply by the what is here. So we have 2t, then I subtract 1 here, so it's just remaining 1. Minus, the number here, it is 1. So 1 times 6, it is 6. 1 minus 1, it is 0. So that one is going to end. Therefore, this one becomes my acceleration. So they want the acceleration when time is 2. So we say acceleration 2, time is 2, is power 1, no use of writing it. Then you say, if you press this on the calculator, 4 minus 6, you have minus 2. Because it is acceleration, we say the answer becomes meters per square second. No problem even if you write -2 meters per second. But remember, the difference is if you don't put a stroke here, you put a negative. So thank you very much, friends, and I advise that we may meet maybe on a live so that we can ask more questions and see on how to approach these questions in generally. Meanwhile, for any question, just comment down. I'll be in the position to answer. Thank you very much. And let us meet in our live. If you don't know at what time we'll have our live, just ask it on the comment section and I'll be answering you. Thank you very much.